We're back, guys. I hear Timberwolf. He's got to be in a mobile. It's like up and down today. Let's do a rear check. Break 19 for a rear check. Nice dead, guys. Break 19 for a rear check. Alright, thanks for the rear check, driver. Have a good night. I appreciate it. Gotta put some secrets in this radio. We'll have to put some good speakers in it. Been out all week. Yeah, 1.3. Checking the channels. 1.3. 1.1. Breaker 26, break. Good evening to you, Timberwolf. Foxman362 waving on Rock Vegas, waving on back. I hope my Quad5 is making a trip down to the Badlands of Clare, Tennessee. And I'm running barefoot tonight. Sounded good out there. I hear you got 5 pounds. You got to be in a mobile out there. But I'm waving on back on the Quad5 TopGuns this evening. And I'm on that Mako 5000. It's been kind of hot today. About 87 degrees on the back porch right now. But I think it's, just want to let you know, it got up to at least 104 degrees today outside. Either way, it was like 92 degrees on the back porch. Supposed to be under heat advisories in the next few days. Okay, what's going on? Conditions. He's in a mobile. Timberwolf's got to be in a mobile somewhere. He's not on a base station, I can tell that. And I can hear you dropping on conditions right now, but you're hitting about 3 pounds, but you were hitting about 5 pounds a few minutes ago. It's got to be radio blackouts. But if you can hear me out there, Foxman362 waving on back to Timberwolf up in Rock Vegas in Rockwood this evening. You're sounding good out there tonight. You got to be in a mobile. You got to be traveling somewhere. Jeffrey lost it. Yeah, he's in about 5 pounds. Hey Timberwolf, I hear you out there. You got to be in a mobile. You're in about 3 pounds, almost 5. All the way to Rockwood. Foxman362 waving on back. I hear you out here on the Quad5 this evening. At least this radio is working. I had a deox spray this radio last night, and I didn't it took me until at least 2 o'clock in the morning to get this thing working. Now on what I have to do with this Quad5, I deoxed the whole entire radio, then I had to clean it with some alcohol spray and stuff like that. Man, I had to use a dryer to bring this thing back to life. So I'm going to leave this radio plug in now on, and I'm not going to turn off any knob switches to turn off the radio. That's the way I'm going to keep this thing going good. So that's the only way it'll be alright. But at least this radio is still working like it is. And it's moving about 14 volts between 13, so it's doing quite good. Even on sidebands, almost 14.5 volts. And the SWRs are looking good tonight at 1.0 tonight. RF gain's good.
Round legs, sausage gravy, big old panheads. I don't know what else I'll have with it.
Yep, RF's good. Breaker 26, break. Foxman 362 waving on back in Rock Vegas, Rockwood, Tennessee. Get on down. Audio. Back to normal 1.2.
Oh, Billy, Billy, I hear you buddy in there talking. I hear you.
They're out there. Yep.
I guess they call it the silver bullet. Yeah, Coors Light. Yeah, they're pretty good.
We let it warm up for a while. Right now,
Well, that's good. That's good. The man gets tired, he needs to stop it. You know, after a hot day, boy, they sure go good, those things like.
they're getting. Now he's sending these guys outside.
How do you tie that and rope to it?
That's roots on it.
Fall staff. They used to have it down here. Which one? Fall staff. Yeah, fall staff was pretty good. That was one of my favorites. Drinking it down.
Let's see how you can root on it.
Yeah, champagne of velvet was for $1.13 a six-pack. You could get it back when I was
Maybe we should hook better speaker system.
But it was the best beer that I ever bought for the money. Hey, old Schlitz, that's something.
Good evening to you, Bridge Runner. Foxman 362 waving on the Quad 5 radio this evening. Sounded good tonight at 5 pounds, almost 9, I think. I think his conditions is jumping down this evening, but I hope my radio is making a trip to your house out there tonight.
I've seen harder as bad as Schlitz, but they're both bad. Yeah, I'm drunk a lot. And the reason I did, when I sold my grit newspapers, I rode my bicycle to town. And between here and town, I had a buddy, his daddy was bad to drink, and I had one of those, it wasn't an English racer, it was a 3-speed with 26-inch tires and had a pouch that sat right behind the back seat that you could put about 3 or 4 beers in. And I'd stop at his place coming back and he'd have me 3 or 4 beers and I'd give him money, you know, for them. They was kind of, but I'd give him money for them and come back to the house and stomp all them, boy. That was good. And you was ready to ride, you drank 3 or 4 of them, like.
You're
Well,
not.
I didn't ride. I took them to the house and when it got dark, I went out and stomp all them.
Breaker 26, break. Good evening to you, Tim Rope. I hear you out there in your mobile. You're sounding good all the way to Rock Vegas. Foxman 362 waving on back on the Quad 5 radio. Quad 5 TopGun's technology. I'm running barefoot tonight on the Mako V5000. Hitting about 5 pounds between 3 out here tonight. Just want to let you know.
Yep. I never did get caught with that.
Check my audio on the PA. Look at it. Audio testing 1, 2, 3. Audio checking 1, 2, 3. Audio checking 1, 2, 3. Audio checking 1, 2, 3. There we go. Audio.
He always used a limb for a sharp razor now. I'm always used to make us go out and cut our own sweat. If it says it's right,
where the channels are now. Not much good conditions tonight, guys. But I got a radio check tonight on truck drivers. Did got a channel, did a radio check on channel 26.
When it comes time to get her one, I always will try to get him, let me get her one, you know.
Breaker 26, break. Good evening to y'all out there. Foxman 362 waving up in Rockwood, Tennessee. We hear you loud and clear tonight. Sounding good out there. Timberwolf at 5 pounds between at least 3. I know you've got to be in a mobile out there. I hear you out there, sounding crystal clear.
Oh, I did too.
I'm out of Ridge Runner. You out there tonight? Breaker 26, break. Good evening to you out there. Foxman 362, we're waving.
I did too. If the best a man can do, he'll still slip up every so often. Yeah.
Good evening to you, Timberwolf. Foxman 362 waving up in Rock Vegas, up in Rockwood. I hear you out there. Sounding good tonight. I need to turn my ankle back up. Take a look.
Oh, I got to run like that. I was lucky as I could be. I rode plumb to my grandmother's house out there on Clearwater Road, almost over to 68 over there. I rode my bicycle plumb out there. But now when I rode out there, I stayed a while. I stayed 3 or 4 days. You ain't kidding. It was a long ride.
I don't hear you.
From right here, but you know it didn't take me long about getting out there. No, it didn't.
Good evening to you out there. Foxman 362 waving up in Rockwood. I hear you guys tonight. Sounding good.
Yeah.
How about Timberwolf? You out there? Breaker 26, break. I'm going to give a wave out there. Good evening to you out here, all the way from Rock Vegas. Foxman 362 waving on back.
It is a bad thing. And kids will act though. When you stay out on their ass all the time, they'll start acting.
Man, this is a horrible tonight.
That'll cause them to
Who's this guy on the radio? Good evening to you, White Knight. Foxman 362 waving up in Rockwood, Tennessee. That could be White Knight. Where these guys are at.
Oh yeah. Yeah, me and my neighbors used to go way back over here, hunting all the time with our, we had them Craftsman pumps, BB guns then. But if they pump up, and I mean, you kill squirrels or whatever you kill. Yeah, I had one of them lever actions. I never did have a pump. They said you wasn't supposed to pump them up so many times, well, 20 or 25 times, and you hit a squirrel with it, he's dead. Well, yeah, a man's got to test himself, see what the hell he can shoot.
He's
the funniest thing that I
about 60 miles away.
Shot at, me and my neighbor both, we both had Craftsman pumps, and the guy that lived right on down from him had a school bus. He drove a school bus with that back glass in the school bus.
Almost 6
and
pounds.
And we was all the way at the top of the ridge up here where this relay tower is now. We was all the way up there, and the bus was a long ways off from us. But if we spider webbed that back glass now, we got our eyes store up for that. That it didn't have to pay for it, but that guy told my daddy and Larry Hicks, he told him, he said, I trust that you all will see that them boys don't do that again. And Daddy was hunting for a male right then. But yeah, we didn't shoot over the bus no more.
It's getting closer. Break channel, breaker 26. Good evening to you out there, Timberwolf. Foxman 362 waving up in Rock Vegas. I hear you out there. Wait with you as you're talking.
Yeah. Well, you know who to cut up in front of and who not to, I guess. Yeah, my daddy works a lot. You know, he's working a factory job up there and works second shift. So when we got home from school and everything, you know, he was gone. And she knew she had to take care of it, so she just went ahead and busted my hand up. Yeah, she didn't wait for him to make it in. She got it on while it was fresh on her mind. Yeah, she didn't do that. You wait your daddy gets home because he had to wake me up about 1 o'clock in the morning to bust my hand.
He's saying about 5 pounds.
Yeah.
They're probably 60 miles away. Breaker 26, break. Good evening to you, Timberwolf. Foxman 362 waving up in Rockwood. We're waving.
Well, I tried to stay out of trouble all I could, too, you know, and get away with it. And because, like I say, I had freedom. I mean, I could do pretty well what I wanted to do, you know, as long as I didn't get out of line with it. Yeah, I didn't get to do it again.
Breaker 26, break. Good evening to you, Timberwolf. Foxman 362. We're waving up all the way from Rockwood tonight. I'm on the Quad 5 this evening, and at least this radio's working okay tonight. And I'm on the Mako B5000 work barefoot tonight.
30. Well, have you seen anything on the computer worth the flip? Some stuff was all right.
Audio.
I watched the weather and stuff on NBC and ABC and them, but I wouldn't let national news thing come on and so I get more accurate news on them.
The circus heard me.
Oh, yeah.
That radio do work.
These local news, they just kind of side everything towards the law.
Yeah.
But all of them sitting there reading off a script, and there's some idiot out there, Democrat, is writing the script for them, and they read it all. You can tell they just biased as can be, you know. Yeah, I don't know a damn bit better. They just sitting there reading that script. They don't know nothing about what's going on. Yeah, you train a monkey to do that. Yeah, I think they're going to train monkeys.
Break 26, break. Good evening to you, Timberwolf. Foxman 362, we're waving.
They show probably 20 different stations. Every one of them sound like they're reading off the same script. I mean, the same.
Yes, he's in a mobile out there somewhere.
Yeah, I mean, one don't change. It's the same stuff. It matter which station you watch. Y'all heard the same thing wrote down. Yeah, they program them. They program them up about the same.
Break 26, good evening to you out there, Timberwolf. Foxman 362 waving up in Rock Vegas. Breaker 26, break. Good evening to you, Timberwolf. I hear you out there. You gotta be in a mobile. I hear you out there. At least 5 pounds between 4, but I'm gonna let you know you're making all the way the trip to Rockwood tonight in your mobile. Foxman 362 waving on back on the Quad 5 Top Guns technology radio, and I'm on that Mako V5000 tonight, running barefoot tonight. You're sounding clear and sounding good tonight. Foxman 362 want to let you know.
They've been riding in the streets and stuff, you know, it's not riding. They just been assembling out there. There's over 1 million of them there about 2 weeks ago out in the bank protesting against all them Muslims. They said they're going to pack them up, ship them back where they come from. The Muslims saying they ain't going. And they fix it to be a war over there. Ain't a lot of people over there got any guns to buy with, but they got knives and stuff. Yeah, they do.
Good evening to you, Timberwolf. Foxman 362, we're waving.
You never hear anything bad. Ain't no bombings going on or nothing. That's Poland. Poland wouldn't let all
It's
that
getting
much
closer.
move in. They said, no, you can come across our border, and they never let none. They don't have no trouble.
It's getting louder.
Well, that's one thing about it. You don't let trouble in. You don't have to worry about having it. They should have never lived in them other countries. Holland.
They're hitting about 4 pounds. When they hit 7 pounds, I usually get them.
I bet they're hating that. Oh, yeah. England's about as bad as all the major cities over there.
They're looking good.
All the major cities, London, every one of them's got a big Muslim mayor. Yeah.
Good evening to you, Timberwolf. Foxman 362, waving up in Rockwood, Tennessee. I hear you out there. You gotta be in a mobile tonight. You're making a trip all the way to Rockwood tonight. I'm on the Quad 5 radio this evening.
When they finally get their mind made up, and what, sometimes it ain't none too quick, but they finally get it made up. Well,
Anybody doesn't hear me, guys? We're probably in a mobile.
Yeah.
Tell me Timberwolf is in a mobile, guys. If you're watching this video out here. Offline video game. Breaker 26, break. How about it, Timberwolf? Foxman 362, waving up in Rockwood, Tennessee, Rock Vegas. Get on down.
Well, I would like to think that there was. Second World War stuff and everything coming on board. Tanks in the back then, they still got it.
Audio. Looking good, guys. But this is not good tonight. He's about 4 pounds. He's in a mobile. Where is he at? Audio. There it goes. Stick it in. Breaker 26, break. Good evening to you, Timberwolf. Foxman 362 up in Rockwood, Tennessee. We're waving.
Chicken Man, I don't know why you don't talk to him on wire Rockwood.
Oh, it's working. Cool.
Well,
That's not Chicken Man. That's Timberwolf. I hear him out there. I fought 4 pounds, almost 5. This is Foxman362 up in Rockwood. I'm on the Quad5 TopGun's technology radio tonight, running a Mako V5000. I'm only 21 feet off the ground, but barefoot. We had 104 degrees today. It's been kind of hot up here. We've been under heat advisory since today, and yesterday I got up to 105 degrees. But right now it's about 87 degrees out here on the back porch. It's getting cooler a little bit, but yeah, all that heat waves we're just having, so it's gonna be here for the next few days. I hear Timberwolf pretty good. He's in a mobile, but he's usually here on the base. So you guys be riding around, but man, not bad. You guys at least 40 to 60 miles away, and Rockwood's only about 60 miles away from Athens and Chattanooga, and probably 52 miles. But I'm out near on the south side of Rockwood, Tennessee, near Mount Roosevelt in the valley, near the Shell gas station, 10-4. But if Timberwolf is hearing me out there, or Chicken Man, I'm going to let you guys know. Last night, or early this morning, I don't know if you guys went on Channel 30 this morning on AM. I was on one of my President Madison radios. I got to hear a guy in Puerto Rico this morning, in San Juan, Puerto Rico, almost around 3 a.m. this morning. And I made a contact on my 4L serial with the President Madison with the 2-pill. I heard him on this Quad 5 radio this morning. I just want to let you guys know that. I hear you, Timberwolf. You're in about 5 pounds between 4. You got to be in a mobile tonight. Yeah, I had to deox this whole radio last night. Took this whole thing apart, and the radio was not working. But I got it back working again. I had to clean it with some alcohol sprays and stuff like that, and took a dryer to dry this radio off, and everything's working. Now I'm going to leave the switches on this radio on now on. Every time when I plug this radio, everything will be okay. So at least this Quad 5 is making the trip tonight. That's good. I did some radio checks on 19 not long ago, so you guys are sounding good tonight. I heard Timberwolf out there. Yeah, so we're doing a video game review tonight, so we're putting that out there later tomorrow, so you guys will see it. I did a video game last night because there was a guy from Jamaica talking on this channel last night. He was called One Wire in Jamaica. I heard him on my Madison, and I heard him on this channel last night. I have heard this guy on Channel 22 2 weeks ago, and he's been in a few of my videos on live stream, so you guys probably heard him last night on this channel all over the band last night. Yeah, you guys in about 3 to 4 pounds right now, and you guys were sound better last night on this channel. You were in about 6 to 7 pounds last night, so conditions must be different tonight. But yeah, I hear Timberwolf and I heard Chicken Man out there. You hit about solid 3 to 4 pounds. A while ago you were hitting almost around 5, almost 6. It's got to be conditions, but yeah. And I'm just talking on a 50-watt radio on a barefoot radio called the Quad 5 TopGun's technology. I'm just running a Mako V5000, 21 feet off the ground. My SWRs are between 1.0 to 1.2 almost right now. But you guys are sounding good tonight.
He starts taking the electricity away from it and turns it down on minimum output and everything, because I don't know if he's afraid it'll bust out in flames or what the deal is, but if it goes to warming up, he checks it right there with his hand every so often. Did it ever heat up, chicken?
And I got a question out there, Chicken or White Knight. I hear you. You're very close to me. You're loud over here. I hear Timberwolf way out there, 4 pounds between 3. Timberwolf has got to be in a mobile traveling somewhere. Timberwolf usually hears you on his base station, but I hear him out here in Rockwood, Tennessee. He sounded good between 4 to 5 pounds. He's way out there, but you guys are coming in good at least 6 pounds tonight. So I just want to let you know, Foxman362 want to let you know to Timberwolf. He's probably about 40 to 50 miles away, but he's way out there. I hear Timberwolf pretty crystal clear tonight.
Yeah. Well, you would have to see it to see what they've done to it, but it'll do that right out of the radio.
So let me know, you guys, on 26, Smoky Out Spear Chaser. Is Timberwolf in a mobile tonight? I think that's what it is. The conditions.
That's made in the radio, too. Yeah, they did, really.
Let's try the speakers in a second. I'm going to flip the speaker on in a second. Shouldn't take that long. Speakers, guys. It sounds better on the speaker. It's already all the way low, guys. Pretty cool. Audio. One speaker, guys.
Well, that'll be good.
Sounds better on the speaker, guys. I only have this thing turned all the way up. I love that sound. Speaker's pretty shitty, pretty crappy.
Yeah, it will.
It sounds better on the speaker. I wish I had some more speakers for this radio. Yeah, I can hear you guys pretty good on the speakers now. I plugged my speakers in this on Quad 5, man. You guys down at 77 degrees. It's almost 80 right now, but it's probably going to get cooler soon. But I got some fans running on the porch. So you guys had some heat waves down there. It was pretty hot up here today, man. No hardly no breeze up in Rockwood today. And hope we get some rain soon.
Golly, Boom, you may have a little virus. Damn, I bet you can see the heat wrinkles come out of the floor. Oh, Lord.
Hey, did Timberwolf left out there? I heard him out there. Is that White Knight or is that Chicken Man or Mater? I hear him out there. Your guys are sounding good tonight. Foxman362 waving on in Rockwood. I just want to let you know at least this Quad 5 radio is working. I had a deoxys radio yesterday because I had some sound issues, but now on, I'm going to leave this radio on now on when I unplug and stuff, not to turn on the knob switch and stuff like that, to keep the knob switch on. So everything's working good. Had to deox it, then I had to use a heater to bring back the radio back to life, one of those dryers, and then I had to use some alcohol sprays to clean out this little burnt spot I had this the radio I had a while back, but everything's looking good, and the radio is working good on these Quad 5. So I'm going to tell you a tip about Quad 5 TopGun's technology radio. Anything that looks like an Anytone or a 6900, make sure you leave your knob switches on all times when you turn on the radio, and just unplug the power supply and just plug it back in when you do your thing. So that's the only thing, the bad point, but at least this radio has pretty good strong stuff. And I had this radio for the last, since 2023 this radio has.
He don't look back. Got it wide open on a downhill pull.
So you guys dealing with the heat dome down there in Athens and Cleveland, Tennessee. Rockwood today, see, we had it, but I'm sure it's a lot hotter in some places down there.
Yeah. Well, that damp will come in now.
Yeah, I'll tell you, the last few days we had 105 degrees outside my back porch, outside where the sun hits the temperature directly, and most of it's been like 92 degrees in the shade and 96 degrees in the shade in my radio room. And I don't have no air conditioning out here on the back porch. I have it in my house, but it's been heat waves all week this week, and I think we have to get some thunderstorms on Thursday. I hope there's some rain in the forecast. It'll be quite nice. And I've been watering my garden for the last today, and my chickens are doing quite good in this weather.
I slept most of the night last night without anything. Anyway, we'll talk to you later. I hope you have a good night. The girl will be still in there. Good night on Cleveland too, everybody. I'm gonna go in there and get some sleep. All right, Billy, good hearing you now. Good
All right, have a good night, Jelly Belly. I want to let you. We hear you all the way up in Rockwood tonight. Foxman362 giving you a wave.
Yeah, I've got to run and go get some ice. I've decided today, as hot as it was, I'd go wait till tonight to go get it, and I'll bring it back and put it in the freezer. My wife's going to use it there for making some ice cream to take over to the lake over before.
Oh, you have an ice cream maker. That's pretty cool. I know what those are.
No, I get it up there at the ice house, that little ice house. I can get a big poke of it for $2 up there, about 3 or 4 times what you get in a bag at the grocery store or whatever. I can get 2 of them pokes, they'll last for a long time.
Well, have you ever tried an ice cream called Fat Boys Ice Cream? When I used to live in Utah, we used to live at least 60 miles away from one area place called Logan, Utah, which is called Fat Boy Ice Creams. They make ice cream sandwiches, and they had their own ice cream type restaurant, but they sell it in Walmarts. But when my dad used to go there and we went there back in 2019 from 2010, sometimes at the factory they mark down defect ice creams that are still good in the ice cream sandwiches, so you get like a half discount off of them. We used to get them a long time ago.
Yeah, I'm gonna go get it and I'm gonna put it in an outside freezer out there. I'm gonna put it in there, and if it ain't froze good when I get it, it'll damn sure be froze tomorrow.
Okay, man, make sure you get them ice cream, man. Make sure you keep it cool out there. I'm gonna give you a wave out there. At least this my radio's doing okay out here on this Quad 5. Foxman362 waving on back in Rockwood, Tennessee, getting on down tonight. You guys sounded good tonight. I heard that guy on this channel last night all the way from Jamaica. It was at one wire. And when I pointed my beam antenna last night, it was like 12 o'clock this morning it was. Yeah, you guys were out here. And I'll tell you what that guy, you hear that Jamaican voice. It's actually come from Jamaica. He was not in Alabama. He was called One Wire. I've seen him on other channels I have heard. I don't know if you guys heard him last night on this channel, a Jamaican man talking on the radio. He was on this channel all over the band last night talking to states, and you guys were out here hearing him. But I pointed at 150 on him on my beam on my Madison around midnight last night, and it was coming from Jamaica, but that guy was coming at like 9 pounds last night.
Well, you feel like sleeping instead of answering. I can understand that.
Are we losing Timberwolf now?
You're talking about, let me think right here, Lumberjack.
Lumberjack's another guy in Mercy House. I had all the guys list to us I found on Facebook group. When you actually hear them,
I hear you. That's probably who that is.
Lumberjack. Yeah, we're losing him right now.
Well, you ought to have. Yeah, he lives down there in Charleston. He stays in skip lands a lot. And also inside Bell.
Lumberjack's in Charleston, Tennessee. Yeah, Charleston, Tennessee. That's where Lumberjack
Oh, yeah,
is.
you'll hear him.
Yeah, you guys are like 60 miles away, between 50 miles. That's pretty good for a barefoot ray I'm talking on a Quad 5, on a Mako V5000, 21 feet off the ground. I'm sure a lot of guys have done it, but man, this is Foxman362 waving on back. I hear all you guys out there tonight. I hear at least 3 guys. I hear at least 2 of you guys out there tonight.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Is
Oh, I know you will. It'll just be like a whole new world.
So who's this guy tonight, guys? We'll find out who he is. I will list you guys.
Yeah, that'll get you some ears.
I'll give you the whole list of these guys that I put on Facebook and skip chasers. I'll give you guys one now.
Probably.
Kind of muggy tonight, guys.
Yeah, I'd say it's a long round in there. Yeah, I know it. Yeah, when I get it all, when I raise her up, she'll be up by then. Yeah, I'm in the second wave easy, when I send it all out.
Maybe
Sometimes, if the conditions are right, I hear you. Oh, shit. I'll be damned.
Sounds much better on these speakers, guys.
Well,
Sounds better on speakers, guys. You know that.
yeah, I know that.
Let's have an audio switch to the speakers so I can switch them all times.
Well, even Durango knows that.
I know what Durango is, yeah. Who's this guy on the radio? I don't think it's too high.
All I have to do is adjust that low side, and you could hook a linger to it. What you're scared of is forgetting about it and throwing it up there, flipping the switch up with that linger on. That's what you're scared of. Yeah, I know the world will end then. Yeah.
There's someone out there, guys. Way in the distance.
Yeah, I bet it would. Yeah. Yep. Well. No, you're just fine right there. Well, it's still doing just fine. No, they didn't. Of course, you didn't say many words tonight either. Yeah. Yeah, I'd imagine so. Well, on my damn meter, when you're talking low like that, it's pegged out. So you can go from there.
Now I'm talking on a Superstar 507 microphone on a Quad 5 TopGun's technology radio. Running barefoot tonight up in Rockwood, Tennessee on a Mako V5000. So I just want to let you know, I actually won this microphone back a couple of months ago. Rooster was talking about an amplifier, wanted to guess what it was, and I guess it was a Silver Eagle 350. And I won this microphone. It actually does very good on Quad 5 radios. They actually get out at least 20 to 30 miles away, sometimes 50 miles away barefoot, but these microphones are amazing for these kind of radios. They do very good.
He's going through them, and you're keying on them ever so often. They will warm up. That's just natural. I wouldn't let that worry me much. Well, it's just a hot radio. Yeah. Yeah, but it ain't give you no trouble. It ain't give you no trouble. So shit, I wouldn't get too excited. Well, most of the time a man messes anything up, it's him doing it. It ain't the radio. It's the operator. Yeah, me too. Well, I know to watch. I can watch a lot easier than I can repair it. Yeah. Well, it's taking a break. I can turn that up. I can turn that back up right there.
Man, I hear you much better now. Foxman 362, when you turn it up, it is sounding good tonight. Up in Rockwood, Tennessee, you're making a good at least 6 pounds, almost 7.
I'm gonna go get that ice. I'm gonna have to make a place in the utility room so I can get it the hell in the freezer when I get back with it. So I'll try to catch you there a little later.
Alright, catch you later. Have a good one. Thanks for talking to me out there tonight. Foxman 362, waving up in Rockwood, Tennessee tonight.
Yeah, man, you're outdoing yourself now. Alrighty. Okay.
Foxman 362, breaker 26. Good evening to y'all out there. I'm waving on back all the way from Rockwood, Tennessee. You guys have sounded crystal clear tonight. We're just waving on back. We're just trying to warm up this Quad 5 radio, so I hope everything is sounding good tonight. Foxman 362, waving on back. You guys have a good night. 362, Knoxville, Tennessee. You actually heard me, guys. There could be at least 50, 60 miles away. That guy could be at least 60 miles away out there. So, and the guy was on a base station. Some of the mobiles you hear out there. So it actually sounds better on the speaker. Sometimes I usually, when I run the live shot, I usually run the speaker in this one, but a lot of times I run on that too, and because of the noise thing. You guys have a good night. 362 Knoxville, Tennessee. Get on down from UDX362. Waiting on back. This is Channel 26, the Smoke Ground Skip Chasers in East Tennessee out here tonight on this channel. And we made it through the midnight hour. Oh yeah. UDX362 Knoxville, Tennessee. Waiting on back from U362. Get on down from the Fox Band.